Every single week, I watch people drive into my shop with cars they bought 6 months ago that are already falling apart. Timing chains stretched, transmission slipping, turbos leaking oil everywhere. And the worst part is, they could have spent less money on something that would last 3 times as long. They just did not know what to look for. After 22 years of turning wrenches, I have learned something that car salesmen will never tell you. The most reliable cars on the road are rarely the most expensive ones. In fact, some of the longest lasting vehicles I have ever worked on cost under $15,000 used. I am talking cars that hit 300,000 miles on nothing but oil changes and brake pads, while their owners watch everyone else break down on the side of the road. Today, I am giving you 7 cheap cars that will honestly outlast you. Not outlast your loan, outlast you. These are vehicles I have seen go 400,000 miles. Cars I recommend to my own family. The ones I buy for my kids when they need something reliable. Car number 1 on this list is the one I have personally put more customers into than any other vehicle in my entire career, and not a single one has come back with a major repair. Let us get into it. Number 7, Lexus ES 350. A car people often overlook because they think luxury means expensive repairs. The Lexus ES 350. And they could not be more wrong. I had a customer last year, a retired teacher in her mid-60s, looking for something comfortable for road trips to see her grandkids. She was set on a new Hyundai Sonata for $28,000. I asked her one question: have you looked at a used Lexus ES? She laughed and said she could not afford a Lexus. I pulled up my phone and showed her a 2017 ES 350 with 68,000 miles for $22,000. $6,000 less than the new Hyundai. And she would be getting a car that would last twice as long with half the problems. She bought it. That was 14 months ago. She has put 22,000 miles on it. Total repairs, 0. Not even a check engine light. Here is what nobody tells you about the ES 350. It is a Toyota Camry in a tuxedo. I am not being dismissive. That is the highest compliment I can give a car. The 3.5-liter 2 GRFE V6 in the ES 350 is the same legendary engine family that powers the Camry, the Avalon, and the Highlander. It is naturally aspirated, no turbos to fail. Timing chain, not a belt. This engine routinely hits 300,000 miles without breaking a sweat. RepairPal gives Lexus a 4.0 out of 5.0 reliability rating with average annual maintenance costs of just $551. That is for a luxury car. Compare that to $908 for Mercedes-Benz or $968 for BMW. You are saving $400 a year just by buying smarter. A 2018 ES 350 with 70,000 miles runs $22,000 to $26,000. A same year BMW 5 Series with similar miles runs $24,000 to $28,000. Similar price, but the BMW will cost you 3 times as much to maintain and will be worth half as much in 5 years. When shopping for an ES 350, check the transmission fluid condition. It should be red, not brown. Test the infotainment screen for lag. Look at the leather seats for wear. ES 350 owners tend to be gentle drivers, so if the interior looks rough, that tells you something. Bottom line, the ES 350 gives you luxury car comfort with Toyota reliability at prices that make German cars look like financial mistakes. Number 6 is the SUV that keeps showing up in my shop with 200,000 miles and nothing wrong, the Honda CR-V. Specifically, the models from 2015 to 2016 with the 2.4-liter engine. This is a truly reliable pick. I need to be specific here because Honda made a mistake with the models from 2017 to 2019. The 1.5-liter turbo in those years had oil dilution issues in cold climates. Honda fixed it with software updates, but I still prefer the naturally aspirated 2.4-liter for maximum longevity. The 2015 to 2016 CR-V uses Honda's K24 engine, one of the most proven four-cylinders ever built. No turbo, no direct injection problems. The timing chain is designed to last the life of the engine. It is paired with a traditional 5-speed automatic that Honda refined over 15 years. K24 engine is a big part of that durability. I have a customer with a 2015 CR-V that just crossed 247,000 miles. Original engine, original transmission. He has spent maybe $3,200 on repairs over 9 years, and that includes a full brake job, new struts at 180,000 miles, and a starter motor. That's it. Original powertrain, no surprises. RepairPal ranks the CR-V among the most reliable compact SUVs with annual maintenance costs averaging $407. The probability of a major repair is just 9%, compared to 13% for the segment average. Current prices make these a steal. A 2016 CR-V X with 80,000 miles runs from $16,000 to $19,000. You are getting Honda reliability at a price point that makes sense. When inspecting a used CR-V, check the air conditioning compressor. Some 2015 to 2016 models had compressor failures around 100,000 miles. Test it thoroughly. Look at the paint on the roof and hood for any fading. Check the rear differential fluid if the vehicle is all-wheel drive. If it has never been changed, factor in $150 for service. Check those items during a pre-purchase inspection. Who should buy this? Families who need space and reliability without the Toyota tax. Commuters who want something practical that sips fuel. Anyone planning to keep a car past 200,000 miles. Number 5 is the car I call the mechanic's Lexus, the Toyota Avalon. This thing is basically a Lexus ES with a Toyota badge, and it costs $5,000 to $8,000 less because nobody under 50 knows it exists. Let me tell you about my personal experience with this car. My father-in-law bought a 2013 Avalon Limited New. He drove it for 11 years and 178,000 miles. Total mechanical repairs beyond maintenance were $890, a water pump, and a power steering rack. That was it. He sold it last year for $9,500 to a guy who is still driving it today. The Avalon shares its platform with the Camry and ES350, but it is longer, more comfortable, and quieter. The 3.5-liter V6 in the 2013 to 2018 models is the same 2GR FE engine that powers half of Toyota's lineup. This engine is allergic to breaking down. Here is the dirty secret about the Avalon. It depreciates faster than the Camry because it is seen as an old person car. That perception is your value. A 2017 Avalon XLE with 70,000 miles runs $18,000 to $22,000. A same-year Camry XLE Vive 6 with similar miles runs $19,000 to $23,000. You are paying the same or less for a bigger, more luxurious car with identical reliability. Annual maintenance costs average just $463 according to RepairPal, which is lower than the Camry. The Avalon is overbuilt for American highways. It was designed to cruise at 80 miles per hour all day without breaking a sweat. When shopping, check the suspension components. Avalon owners tend to put highway miles on these, which is easy on engines but can wear out struts and control arms around 150,000 miles. Budget $800 for front struts if they are original and the car has over 120,000 miles. Who should buy this? Anyone who wants Lexus comfort at Toyota prices. Highway commuters who value quiet and smooth over sporty. People smart enough to ignore what a car looks like and focus on what it does. Number 4. Mazda 6 is the car Mazda built to compete with the Camry and Accord. In my opinion, they succeeded. This thing drives better than both, while costing less to maintain. I had a 2016 Mazda 6 come in last month with 167,000 miles. The owner wanted a full inspection before a cross-country move. I checked everything: suspension, brakes, engine, transmission. You know what I found? It needed rear brake pads. That's it. The original spark plugs still had life in them. Mazda's Skyactiv G2.5-liter engine is a masterpiece of simplicity. No turbo on the standard models. 13:1 compression ratio for efficiency. The timing chain is designed to last a very long time. It is paired with a 6-speed automatic that shifts better than transmissions costing twice as much to develop. RepairPal gives the Mazda 6 and above average reliability rating with annual maintenance costs of $481. That's $100 less than the Accord and $80 less than the Camry. And unlike those cars, the Mazda 6 is actually enjoyable to drive. It handles like a sports sedan. Current prices make my head spin. A 2018 Mazda 6 Touring with 60,000 miles runs $16,000 to $19,000. A same year Accord EX with similar miles runs $19,000 to $23,000. You're saving $3,000 to $4,000 for a car that's more fun to drive and costs less to maintain. When inspecting a used Mazda 6, check the infotainment screen for responsiveness. Test the Bluetooth connectivity. Some owners report minor software glitches. Look at the paint carefully, especially on 2014 to 2016 models, as some had clear coat issues in certain climates. Who should buy this? Anyone who wants a reliable sedan that doesn't bore them to death. Commuters who appreciate good handling. People tired of overpaying for the Honda and Toyota names. Number 3 is the SUV that refuses to die, the Lexus GX 460. I've seen these things with 400,000 miles still running like they just rolled off the lot. The GX 460 is based on the Toyota 4Runner and Land Cruiser Prado. It uses the 4.6-liter 1URFE V8, one of the most overbuilt engines Toyota has ever made. This is the same engine family that powers the Land Cruiser and Tundra. These engines are designed for global markets where reliability is not a luxury, it is survival. I have a customer who bought a 2012 GX 460 with 89,000 miles 5 years ago. He is now at 167,000 miles. Total repairs, $1,100. A front differential service, new brake rotors, and a serpentine belt. The engine does not burn oil. The transmission shifts perfectly. The air suspension still works flawlessly. Here is why the GX 460 is a secret weapon. It depreciates faster than the 4Runner, despite being more luxurious and equally reliable. A 2017 GX 460 with 80,000 miles runs $32,000 to $38,000. Sounds expensive, until you realize a same-year 4Runner Limited with similar miles costs $33,000 to $40,000. You are paying the same for leather, heated seats, and a V8 that will outlast the body. Consumer Reports named the GX the most reliable vehicle in their entire survey. Not most reliable SUV. Most reliable vehicle. Period. When shopping, check the air suspension for any sagging or warning lights. Test all the electronics, especially the navigation system on older models. Look underneath for any rust if you are in a northern state. These are body-on-frame SUVs, and rust is their only enemy. Who should buy this? anyone who wants Land Cruiser reliability with more luxury, families who tow boats or trailers, people who plan to keep a vehicle for 15 plus years. Number 2, second generation Scion XB. Number 2 is a car nobody thinks about anymore, and that's exactly why it's such a good deal. The second generation Scion XB from 2008 to 2015. Yes, Scion. The brand Toyota killed in 2016. But here's what people forget. Scion wasn't a separate manufacturer. It was Toyota with different badges. The XB is a Toyota through and through, and it shows in the reliability data. The second generation XB uses Toyota's 2.4-liter 2 AZFE engine, the same engine that powered millions of Camrys and RAV4s. It is paired with either a 5-speed manual or a 4-speed automatic, both of which are proven over decades of use. I had an XB come in 2 years ago with 289,000 miles. The owner drove it for Uber and Lyft for years. He wanted to know if it was worth keeping. I inspected everything and told him straight, this thing has another 100,000 miles in it, easy. Just change the oil and leave it alone. Here is the financial magic of the XB. Because the brand no longer exists, prices have cratered. A 2015 XB with 80,000 miles runs $8,000 to $11,000. You are getting Toyota reliability for Kia money. The cargo space is absurd for the footprint. The boxy shape means every inch is usable. And because it is basically a Corolla underneath, parts are cheap and available everywhere. Cargo is the selling point. When shopping, check for any oil consumption issues. Some 2 AZFE engines from 2007 to 2009 had piston ring problems. Toyota extended the warranty, but verify has been addressed if the car is in that range. Look at the headliner for sagging. Test all the speakers, because some XBs came with subwoofers that can blow out. Who should buy this? First-time buyers who want Toyota reliability without Toyota prices. City dwellers who need cargo space and a small footprint. Anyone who cares more about function than image. Number 1 is the car I have recommended more than any other in my entire career. The car I bought for my daughter, my nephew, and 3 of my employees. The car that will start every single morning no matter what you do to it, the Toyota Corolla. I know what you're thinking. Everyone knows Corollas are reliable. But do they? Every week I see people buy a 3-year-old German sedan for $25,000 when they could buy a 5-year-old Corolla for $15,000 and drive it for 20 years without a single major repair. Let me tell you about a Corolla I worked on last month. It was a 2009 model with 341,000 miles, the original engine, and the original transmission. The owner brought it in because the air conditioning was not blowing cold. That was the first major repair it needed in 15 years of ownership. I recharged the air conditioning, replaced a hose, and sent him on his way for $180. The Corolla's 1.8-liter engine in models from 2014 to 2019 makes 132 horsepower. That is it. And that is exactly why it lasts forever. Toyota does not push these engines. They are designed to operate at 60% of their capacity during normal driving. The result is an engine that will hit 300,000 miles without thinking about it. Consumer Reports puts the Corolla's expected lifespan at 300,000 miles with proper maintenance. RepairPal ranks it the most reliable compact car with annual maintenance costs of just $362. That is the lowest in its class by a significant margin. Current prices are where this gets beautiful. A 2019 Corolla LE with 50,000 miles runs $15,000 to $18,000. You are buying 250,000 miles of trouble-free transportation for the price of a 3-year-old economy car that is already halfway worn out. Here is my inspection checklist for a used Corolla. Check the CVT fluid on 2019 plus models. It should be changed every 60,000 miles, despite what Toyota says. Look at the oil level. Corollas do not burn oil, so if it is low, someone neglected basic maintenance. Test the backup camera if the car is equipped. And look for any accidents in the vehicle history. Corollas are often first cars, and first cars sometimes have fender benders. Who should buy this? Everyone. I am serious. First-time buyers who need something bulletproof. Parents buying a car for their kid. Commuters who just want transportation that works. Retirees who want something simple. The Corolla is the universal answer to what reliable car you should buy. So there it is. 7 cheap cars that will honestly outlast you. The Lexus ES 350 with its Toyota bones and luxury comfort. The Honda CR-V that keeps showing up with 200,000 miles and nothing wrong. The Toyota Avalon that is basically a Lexus for Toyota prices. The Mazda 6 that drives better than cars costing twice as much. The Lexus GX 460 that Consumer Reports calls the most reliable vehicle, period. The Scion XB with Toyota reliability at bargain prices. And the Toyota Corolla, the most reliable car in the world, hiding in plain sight on every used car lot. You now know 7 vehicles you can buy for under $25,000 that will still be running when cars twice their price are in the junkyard. Next time a salesperson tries to push you toward a German lease return with expensive maintenance waiting to happen, you will know better. Like if it helped. Subscribe for more car advice. I will keep giving you the truth. Dealerships will not. Drive safe. Take care of your car, and it will take care of you. Take it or leave it. I will see you in the next one.